Okay, I'll be with everybody in a minute here. All right. This is Claude. Hello, everybody. This is Claude Diamond live from Pinehurst, North Carolina. See the sign there? And we are simultaneously broadcasting right now. Wanted to talk. This is what I call Role Play Wednesday. So if anyone, I'd like to talk a lot about sales. I love sales. I think it's the $1 million skill. It doesn't matter how smart you are, how much money you spend on advertising, how many employees you have, how big your team is. Can you get on this wonderful device and can you speak to enough people? Can you talk to enough people and persuade them, influence them, hypnotize them almost? There's something I'm working on, Gut 6.0. There's actually hypnotic skills to sales. The way you use your words, the speed, the tempo, the way you describe situations, like they do on TV. The Carl Jr. Ad where they're eating that cheeseburger with the cheese and everything dripping down. Can we be influenced by someone's words, their actions, their physicality? That's what sales is all about. And I think we're spending way too much time on the wrong part of the puzzle here. So I want to talk about that and a lot of other things. If you have a question, feel free to put it in the chat there. I see my friends, Miles Lipo is here, Alex and Tiara are on there. I love your beach picture there, guys. Beautiful. And of course, Diamond Bear. There he is. He turned on his video. Aren't you guys? Miles did that too. You brave young men. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I want to talk about a lot of things. I am back in Pinehurst, North Carolina, where I left Colorado this weekend, and oh my God, I forgot what heat and humidity is. It was 37 degrees, and I take a 10-mile run every morning, when you go outside and it's crisp and cool in Colorado, it's wonderful. And then all of a sudden you're at sea level in North Carolina, and it's 85 to 90 degrees and 50-60% humidity. Oh man. First, I live in different parts of the country, different parts of the year: North Carolina, Colorado, San Diego. Love spending time in Kauai, my favorite island. The thing is, did you ever leave your home or come back to a home you haven't been there in a while? First thing, came back here, got to buy a new dishwasher. Do you guys know what a new dishwasher costs in 2022, by the way? Someone guess. I don't know what that means. We can't hear you.
500.
500. That's basic. You know what $500 will get you? Your mother-in-law with a Brillo pad. Okay, it will not. You're muted again. It will not. It's literally a dishwasher. A half-decent starter dishwasher starts at about $800. It can go to $1,500. I didn't know this. I haven't bought a dishwasher in a long time. Okay.
Unbelievable.
It's just I'm just amazed. So that's what happens when you leave a home. We know my home in San Diego. My neighbors told me about 2 weeks ago that the hot water heater was leaking out the garage. So the minute I come back to San Diego, I probably got to spend another $1,500 to $2,000 for a new hot water heater or for a plumber. Mom was right. I should have gone to trade school. Is my point here. Do we have any plumber? And Val is here. Hi, Val. Good morning, or wherever you are, or good afternoon.
Hi.
Hi there. This is Role Play Wednesday. What else did I want to talk about today? We have moved, for those of my mentees, we had a private chat group on Skype. We have now moved to Zoom. Zoom has a private group. You have to download the Zoom application either on your laptop or on your iPhone or Android, and then you can join my private Claude Diamond VIP group. And I have a special prize that's going to be coming in a week to anybody who moves over in the next 5 days to my private group here on Zoom. So download the application. If you didn't get an invitation from me, I'll send one to you. Diamond, you moved over, right?
I did, yes.
Val, did you move over yet?
I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I couldn't seem to get it. I thought I had to create my own Zoom account.
Right, you have to create a Zoom account. You have to download the dedicated app.
Okay,
And then, if you need me to send you a invitation, just let me know. Send me an email or a text. You know
okay.
how to do that. Same with Alex and Tiara. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I see you walking on the beach. Make sure you get over to the group, because I'm going to have a very special gift for everybody who gets there before, let's just say, it's a project I've been working on. It has to deal with marketing. You're going to get it first before everyone else if you register and come over to the Zoom group. That too. Has anybody here besides me read the Wall Street Journal today, front page? Anybody?
Not yet.
Let me share my screen with you guys. Let's see here. I'm gonna go right here. Can you see my screen? Somebody say yes or no.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. What does that say?
Fed appears on path for another 3/4 point rate increase.
Yes. Another 3/4 point increase.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
going back to the 1980s. Interesting.
70s. Jerry Ford, whip inflation now. I think it was Jerry Ford. When did Nixon resign? 72? Anybody in history? When did Jerry Ford resign? 72, 73, 74? Oh, no, it was further back, I think. Wait a second. I don't know. Somebody research it, Google it, put it in the chat box for me. Okay, I'll make sure you get a no prize. We will, it was bad then. I've been very concerned. I've been Chicken Little for you guys since March or April. I've told you to be conservative, to be prepared, to sell your junk properties, to cash in your junk notes, and be cash ready. Because I'm predicting, Claude Nostradamus here, I am predicting, and in October, it's for some reason we always see the feces hits the rotary oscillator. I said that real nice so YouTube doesn't ban me. Basically, we're gonna see some, I believe, some major financial economic adjustments in October. It's going to go well into 2023, maybe even 24. Recessions usually last about 18 months historically. I believe we are in double-digit inflation. Interest rates. What happens when interest rates go higher and higher? What happens to real estate? What happens to that affordability window? Closes right up. Less and less people can buy houses, which means that more houses will be available, means that it'll take longer for them to sell. We've all experienced throughout the country. Hi there, Lou. Hey, buddy. We've all experienced through the country, especially Lou. He's in California also. Diamond, are you in California or Arizona? I always forget.
California.
You go back and forth a lot, though, don't you?
No, I personally, I just moved here.
Okay, but you were in California, right?
I was in Phoenix.
Phoenix, same thing. No. Alex and Tiara were in Colorado. Now they're back in Vegas. And Miles, you're in, did you say Escondido?
No, San Clemente.
San Clemente. Yeah, that's Nixon's. Wait a second. That's the Nixon Museum is up there, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. When did he resign? You should know that. You live near the museum.
I really don't. I don't follow politics.
You're smarter. You're a very smart man.
I don't watch TV. I don't,
You haven't missed anything.
I know. And I like it that way because it's all gyration.
You haven't missed anything. Although the new Game of Thrones, it's called something else right now, is on. And I love Game of Thrones, and it's the new prequel, I think, to it. Did anyone see that yet or know the name of it again? Something with the dragon. I'm the only one who watches HBO. I guess so. Too much free time. I should be writing more of my books. Anyway, I see adjustment coming. Housing will definitely adjust. We're seeing it right now. We're seeing it from my friends in Vegas and in Phoenix and in the Southwest. They're already seeing it's taking longer and longer. Gerald Ford, 38th president, August the 9th, 1977. I wasn't bad. I said 74. So I was only off 2 years. There's a few brain cells still working back there. Thank God. I think we're going to see an adjustment. I think we're going to see, what do we all love in real estate? What does every guru say at every seminar?
Deep discount.
Find the motivated seller, right? Well, I got to tell you, the last couple of years, there weren't that many motivated sellers. Why? Because the demand was so high. Okay, so if your guru is telling you, you got to find that property 20, 30% under market, it's not that you can't. It's just that there's a common sense will tell you. Can I use the word common sense? I know that's offensive to some people. Lou, is that offensive today? You're my woke consultant here. Can I say common sense anymore? Is that allowed?
It's allowed for me.
Okay.
But he needs it.
Common sense says that when people can't afford something, they don't buy it. When they don't buy it, there's more inventory, supply and demand. Prices will come down because real estate is an illiquid commodity, and some people need to move or transfer, or they need the money. And if they can't sell it, they got to drop their price. That's just the way good old-fashioned economics work. Capitalist economics work. Can I say the word capitalist? I don't want to, that's a microaggression, isn't it? I got to be careful here. I don't want to offend anybody. I know it's very emotional, some of the things I talk about.
Only in California.
Only in California. Let's say it right. The Soviet Socialist state of Southern California. Let's say it correctly.
That's right.
Miles was telling me, maybe Lou, you knew this too. There was I got a thing here in North Carolina. They twice they called me with a recording that they were shutting down or browning out the electricity.
It was an alert.
Well, so was it a brownout or a blackout?
Brownout.
A brownout.
Yeah.
You know what happens to your electrical equipment when you're not getting the cycles, the electrical cycles? Somebody help me who knows more about electricity than me. I understand it gets very hot and it burns out faster. Computers.
Yeah, in other words, we're going to be looking for a new dishwasher soon too.
Yes. I can sell you my old broken one from 2007 or something like that. When you add the tax, you got to not only buy the dishwasher. You started something, Miles. Not only do you have to buy the dishwasher, you have to spend another $250 extra on parts. Now, when you buy a dishwasher, shouldn't the parts come with it? I had to pay an extra, and this is from Lowe's, major, chain store. Okay, did this all online, which is nice. $250 for the parts, and then to take the old dishwasher is another $39, something like that, which is good. I thought it'd be more like 50 to 100. You add the tax in, and you've spent $1,000 on a dishwasher. I think I'm showing my age. Didn't dishwashers used to go for $199 or something like that?
Yeah, that was before the inflation.
I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. So be careful out there. The changes are coming. Doesn't mean it's going to be great for some people who realize it and adjust for it and plan for it. Warren Buffett. Okay. And it's going to be hard times, mac and cheese times for a lot of people who do not prepare for it. First thing companies do when they're not making the profits. My son worked for a computer company 3 weeks ago. Guess what's the first thing they did when their profits were not where they were a year ago?
Lay off people.
Yes. Layoff's a nice word. They fired them. No severance pay. Goodbye. 100 people, no jobs. They go on unemployment till they can find another job, whatever. This is
Well,
the
hope-
cycle that happens.
Hopefully there's another job. I think the catalyst in this thing is going to be the unemployment factor. And even if you want to make your payments on a house, you don't earn the income to support that. So I think the catalyst is going to be the unemployment versus because people have equity in the current market. So
Your McDonald's, I told everybody a couple of weeks ago, I do a lot of YouTube shorts. Okay. And I did one you guys saw with me chomping down the hamburger and everything. Guess what a Big Mac costs today in Winter Park, Colorado, with a small fry and a small diet Dr. Pepper? $11. How much?
$8.
$11.19. I mean, I remember I'm so old. How old are you? I remember those little cheeseburgers were a quarter. Now Lou probably will say 19 cents or something like that, right? Val, what do you think?
No, it's terrible. My daughter told me that if you don't have an app for that restaurant or you don't have coupons, they kind of hold it against you.
You know what's interesting? It's a good point you brought up, Val. Have you noticed that the coupons are coming back out again?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there's a lot of these coupons and stuff coming out again. Why are stores doing that?
To bring people in, to attract them.
Bring people in, yes, because they're not shopping as much. Or when they do, I read an article, also Wall Street Journal, about Costco and Walmart. People are going to those stores and they're buying their $4.99 chicken, or they're just getting gas at Costco, or they're going to Walmart and just picking up their Count Chocula box on sale of Count Chocula, and then they're leaving. They're going to the self-check. They're not spending $100 like they used to at Costco and Walmart and all those stores. They're getting the items they need and leaving. So now they're starting to they're changing their marketing around. Are you guys noticing? I notice things when I go out shopping and stuff like that. I watch people. I was just at the airport because I just flew to Raleigh, Durham here. And I watch people in the airport, which is kind of interesting. I love studying people. What's everybody do in the air? Does anybody interact in the airport? Do people say hello to strangers or stuff? What does everybody do at the airport?
Right.
The Walking Dead, right?
That's right.
I mean, really, they're just doing it. What's the difference between reality and the TV show? An iPhone. They're just staring at that thing all day long. Well, this is Role Play Wednesday. I want to do some role playing. I have a rule for you guys. This is $1 million rule. I even put it on a Post-it. I'm big on Post-its. I love my Post-its. Here's $1 million rule for you. People love to engage, but will not initiate the conversation. People love to engage. I did a video YouTube short on the other day, but I got the whole bus leaving from Universal Studios. I got the whole bus to start singing "We Are the Champions" from Queen, because I have a big mouth, and the song was playing and I got the whole bus singing. But you got to be the first sometimes. Okay. In sales, do we need to be the engager?
yes,
Yeah.
What happens if we just call up people who have an ad and we're reading a script? What's the chances of closing?
0.
It's very low because they've heard it all before, right? So we got to be prepared with questions or pattern interrupt or someone. We have to learn to engage people. I practice all the time. Engage. I go running every day. I talk to people who have a dog. Oh, that's a beautiful dog. What kind of dog is that? People love talking about their dogs. I see somebody pushing a baby carriage with the world's ugliest child. Oh, what a gorgeous baby. Oh my God. Sorry, God, once in a while, right? What are you going to say? Boy, is that boy, he sure took after you, ma'am. No, you don't say things like that. Boy, he's the spitting image of his father, isn't he? That's a double entendre. but you got to initiate a conversation. How do we start we want to do a real estate sales. Never fails. The landscaper with the leaf blower. It doesn't matter if I'm in California, Colorado, or North Carolina. There's a guy outside my office here with a leaf blower. What is that? A curse I have? Can you guys hear that? Or oh, good. It never fails. How do you initiate you're calling somebody? Everybody here wants to talk about real estate, right? How do we initiate a conversation? Diamond Bear and I did that. Was it yesterday, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah. How do we initiate a conversation without sounding like the same old boring, tired telemarketer that gets 100% rejection? What can we do different?
Besides some pattern interrupts and stuff like that.
What's a pattern interrupt? Tell everybody what a pattern is. Thousands of people are watching this right now. That's a lie too. What is a pattern interrupt for those who don't know?
It's kind of almost like breaking the ice, but it's psychologically putting them in I guess in a better mood or a different situation than what they really are.
You're close. What's the strategy? What is a pattern interrupt? It's asking them a question they're unprepared for.
Yeah.
You know, when you
throw
go,
them off
what does
balance.
everybody say when you walk into a store, Lou? What does the person in the store say? Hey, can I help you today? Right?
Yes.
And what's the 99% of the, you're in the supermarket, you're somewhere, and someone says they can
Yeah.
help you. What's the response?
I'm just looking.
Just looking.
Yeah.
Just looking. So as somebody who's training people, why are we training people to ask that question when we know it doesn't work? So we have to ask a different question that gets them a little off balance, or so they can't go back. The prospect has a script or a default system too, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have these, just looking, so we have to ask questions that actually get them out of their comfort level. So we start to engage them in a conversation. And that's the purpose of a pattern interrupt. The goal is to engage people in conversation. Have we lost that skill in 2022?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I
I
do.
mean, generally, yes.
Go ahead, Lou. Lou, I engage people all the time. How do you get bigger tip? Anybody here ever was a waiter or a bartender like me at one time? Nobody, none of you guys ever had to work for a living in college and high school? Okay. How do you get a bigger,
McDonald's.
how do you get a bigger tip? How does a waitress get a bigger tip?
Smile, engage, and give good service.
Okay. I had one waitress. She was 6 month pregnant. Okay. Can I use the word pregnant, Lou? You're my woke advisor today. Am I still allowed to say that? I read something. You're not allowed to say it. It's crazy. I read something that the words pregnant or breastfeeding are microaggressions to some people.
Yeah. So you can't say if you're in California.
You can't say these words in California anymore. I'm sorry. I'm too much caffeine in my coffee this morning. If I don't have fun on this stuff, I couldn't do it every week. Val, am I okay? Am I crossing the line, Valerie?
Oh, you're fine.
Oh,
When you mentioned about common sense, that's what my mom always used. She always talked about common sense.
Common sense is offensive to people. Now, you got to be careful, Miss McMichael.
Okay.
Be careful.
Okay.
You worked in a law office. You know these things. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I laugh at myself. I laugh at society. I think we've lost the ability to laugh at ourselves or our mistakes. We're human beings. We're fallible. We're fallible creations. Can we laugh at ourselves? Can we have we lost our sense of humor in society? I digress. I'm sorry. Have we forgot how to laugh?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Somewhat?
I think
Yes,
what we
but
laugh about is kind of warped.
Well, I've always loved, I used to live I'm from New York City. I lived across the street from a comedy club. Okay. I used to go every Friday and Saturday and see all these great comedians, Sam Kinison. Oh my God, you name a comedian, I saw them. I saw all of the great, before they were on Johnny Carson and all the TV shows and everything. And they usually said something that was irritating or upsetting to one or two people, but the rest of the audience would laugh. And a good comedian knows how to make fun of everybody equally. What was his name? Don Rickles. Could Don Rickles perform today? I don't think so. I don't think so. And Don Rickles was funny, but boy, he was he was rough. Anyway, we have to engage people. A pattern interrupts are the way to do it. What's a good way to start a conversation with somebody who you've never spoken to before? It's a cold call. They have a property for sale or for rent, and you want to get them into that conversation rather than say, don't bother me, take me off your list, call later, I'm busy. You're the 10th realtor investor to call me today, click. I can't stand that stuff. Anybody here like that? No. So we want to engage them in a conversation. So what, Lou Quinall, what's a good opener here? I have a property for sale. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hey, thanks for, is there anything I can do for you today?
Hey, you called me, buddy.
Oh, hey, that's right. Hey, you get a cookie. Hey,
I've heard this shit before, Lou.
Lou,
you're stealing my material. They're very good. Just be careful how you use it, okay?
Right?
I got the whip marks on my back from using some of those lines sometimes. Yeah, you called me, sir. Is something wrong with my phone?
Oh, that's right. This isn't about real estate, is it?
Oh, I have a house for sale. Is that what you're calling
Oh,
about?
that must be it. That must be it. You mind if I ask you a couple of questions about the property? My name is Lou. I'd like to make an offer on it. Is that okay?
Okay. Time out. What did Lou just do so beautifully? Lou did this fantastic. What did Lou just do so well?
He asked for permission.
Good. What else? What did he do to get me emotionally involved, to get me listening?
Offer. He talked about getting you an
He
offer.
said the offer. Did everybody pick that up? Did he say it in the first 30 seconds, 15 seconds? What happens? Somebody calls you up. I'd like to make you an offer today. You think you're going to get someone's attention?
Yeah.
That is a brilliant pattern interrupt, Mr. Quinall. Thank you. You've got my attention. What did they say in Jerry Maguire? Remember?
Show me the money.
Show me the money. What was the other famous line? You had me at hello.
Wow.
How do we get somebody at hello? Hi, how are you today? Just reaching out. I wanted to see if you wanted to talk about your property, but if you're too busy, do you have a minute to talk? I can call it another time. What do you think the rejection rate is when you sound like that?
Hi.
Very high. But if you do what Lou did, I'd like to make you an offer today. But first, can I ask you a couple of questions? Agenda, which is the first step in the gut sales method. Beautiful. Lou, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you were brilliant. I wanted to acknowledge you.
Well, thank you very much. I got a great teacher.
Well, thank you. But the teacher is only as good as the student who listens. Now, off the role play again, off again. I complimented Lou. We call that a
Stroke.
thank you, Valerie. We call that a stroke. Why do we stroke people? Sincerely.
make them
Why do
feel
we do
good.
that?
Build a rapport.
To get them to trust you.
Trust
To-
you, rapport, make them feel good.
Yeah.
What happens when somebody comes up to you and says, Valerie, you look fantastic. You look great. What are you doing? Working out? I haven't seen you. You look fantastic, Miss McMichael.
Anything they say after that is all good.
It's all good. You can't get in trouble if you do it sincerely. I have one friend in San Diego. He's one of the best salesmen I know. You know what he sells? You know what he says to everybody that when he at a social setting, or in business, first thing he says to him, did you lose weight?
You look great.
Did you lose weight? Oh, Lou, did you lose some weight? You look fan. Your face is something. You look fit. What, you working out, man? You look great. You look 10 years younger. What are you doing with yourself, man?
Oh, nothing, just working out, trying to stay
Can
shape.
There you go. Can you possibly, this is why he's so successful, because he can do it so sincerely. Does anyone mind when you tell us, when someone comes up to you and says, hey, you lost weight? You cannot get in trouble with that. And so Lou, I stroked Lou, he stroked me back. We had basically a mutual compliment session here. Okay. And the thing about it is, how do we make ourselves attractive to people? I always talk about attraction. How do we get them into a conversation? How do we get them to like and trust us? We have to make ourselves more attractive to them. We do that by stroking and nurturing, by basically get them to like and trust us. And that you got to work at that. That's not something that happens. You don't have the luxury of time in sales, do you? You know, I hear all these other sales trainers, guys. Oh, you know, you follow up and you call them back and you do this and that. Okay. When you get somebody on the phone, when should you close them?
Today.
Now. I had someone call me up the other day and said, Claude, I have this one prospect. I've spoken to him 3 times and we got our 4th meeting set up. What do you think I told him?
You're supposed to close them today. What are you doing?
You don't get a 3rd, 4th, 5th chance. Okay, they're just picking your brain for free. You're just free consulting. You get somebody on the phone. Somebody has a toothache. When do they want to see the dentist? Next week? Anybody here ever have a toothache? When do you want to see that dentist? Now.
As soon as possible.
When you're talking to someone who's emotionally involved, who has a pain or a problem in real estate, buying, selling, investing, when should you get a commitment, a qualification, and a closing statement?
Immediately today.
Immediately. And this is going to be different from all your other, I'm sorry, I'm an aggressive, I think I'm a fair, honest salesperson, but I think life is short. Go for it. How good does it feel when you make a sale today, when you made some money off the sweat off your own brow, and in one phone call, you got commitment information or a contract? How good does that feel?
Should feel great.
Feels great. It feels wonderful. So back to Lou. Look, let's go back on our role play here. Role play Wednesday. Yeah, Lou, that's great. Yeah, the property's still available. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We got a brand new bidet in the guest bathroom. You got to see it to believe it. Have you seen the house yet? Would you like to come over?
Oh, I haven't seen the house yet, but you know, your name's Claude. Is this Claude? It's Claude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You mind if I call you Claude?
That's my name.
Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure that, you know, some people are just, you know, picky about that. But yeah, I'm actually an investor. I'm out in California. As a matter of fact. I won't be able to see the property.
You're one of those California investors, huh?
Yeah,
Somebody
you know,
said that to me. Somebody said that to me once. Oh, you're one of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You can't make, pardon my language, you can't make this shit up. You know, it really, this is what's the stuff people say sometimes.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Oh, you're one of those investors. I've had a lot of those phone calls already.
Yeah, you know, I'm sorry. How many? You must have a lot of them. They must be crazy, going crazy on you, right? Making you low offers and stuff like that.
Listen, I'll be straight. I need to sell this house. My wife and I are moving to, oh God, what's that town with where the aliens landed in New Mexico? I've been there. Roswell, thank you. Yeah, we're moving to Roswell. We think the aliens are coming back, so we're leaving San Diego and we need to move as soon as possible. The spaceship is coming.
Oh, That's great. I mean, you think that, so how fast do you need to sell the property?
Well, I'll be honest with you, off the role play. What is it? When people say, I want to be honest with you or to tell you the truth, what does that really mean? Is that like a Freudian slip? Do you guys know what a Freudian slip is?
Yeah.
It's when people say something they didn't mean to say, but it's an accidental moment of truth. Okay. Well, to tell you the truth, to be perfectly honest with you, does that mean everything else they said was bullshit in the past?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. So you like it?
Yes. Well, to tell you the truth, we need to move as soon as possible. My wife and kids are already out there. I haven't seen my family in a month, and the house was in escrow and escrow fell apart.
Oh, no.
What am I telling you my motivation now, Lou? On a 1 through 10, 10 meaning urgent.
It's 10.
Right.
Downstairs that you want it.
So you set up the agenda. Step number 2 in the gut system, you've got to get to qualification, right?
Right.
You know, my motivation is an 8, 9, or 10. Now you need to know some financial things about my property, don't you?
I do.
When we qualify, we need to know the time frame, how soon, how urgent, motivation, who's the decision maker, the authority figure, and of course the money. And do I have and I throw in an extra one. These are the ones Cialdini gives you in his book on persuasion, but I throw in an extra one, character. Does this sound like a person who can make a commitment and keep it? Or are they using a lot of wishy-washy words? Absolutely. So go ahead, Luke, get the information now so you know how to make an offer. Do you need that hard information on money, on the mortgage and stuff like that, Lou, in order to make me an offer?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So how much, what were you asking on that property?
We're asking 500,000. It's a cardboard box behind the Costco.
Right. That's right.
Tell everybody what'll $500,000 buy you today in Chula Vista, California?
Nothing. Nothing.
Really?
Maybe.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it a crazy world?
Right. Right.
My daughter just bought her first condo in Pasadena. She got it for $985. She just got it. It's worth it, and it's already worth $1.4 million.
Yeah.
That's what's going on in Pasadena. Yeah. Can you imagine a starter home, $1 million starter home, and it went up $400,000 in 6 months?
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, it's California.
Yeah, it's California. Anyway, it's a nice home. It's in Chula Vista. We're asking $500,000, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and a bidet. Love that bidet.
That's right. So, it's free and clear? Property free and clear by chance?
You know, it's funny you said I just made the last payment on it. We've been here for 20 years. We just finally made the last payment.
Wow.
What's going through Lou's mind right now?
Yeah.
Alex and Tiara, what's going through Lou's mind right now? You got to jump in here. I know you got a baby there. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I told them the name. I told them to name her Claudia, but they didn't go with that idea. They got a great name. Go ahead, Diamond Bear. No. Okay. What do you think, Lou?
No. When you told me free and clear, I'm thinking, okay, I can make an offer. I can make a pretty good offer if I can. What is
when
it?
you hear free and clear, yeah. Right. When you go free and clear and you got a motivated seller,
right?
What's the best way what's your strategy right away?
Owner finance.
Owner finance. Very good. And maybe you can get the bet, and you want to get them to hold their equity if they don't need it and give you the fund. How important is this for you remarketing this deal to make a profit? How valuable is a property that you don't need a bank and you have built-in owner financing, whether it's lease purchase subject to owner carryback? How marketable does a property become when people don't have to worry about the bank? What have you just created? How valuable is that?
Oh, it's very valuable.
Off the charts.
It's off the charts. So negotiate that. So you got a free and clear. I want $500,000, which is a fair price. Okay.
Okay.
And let's say I draw a line and say, I need that 500,000. It's free and clear. Maybe I'll drop it 25 for 75. But the big thing is you want me to hold the mortgage, right? Do you negotiate interest only? Do you principal only? Amortization? Do you do it for 1 year, 5 years, 20 years? This is the art and the science of this is pure leverage. This is the skill set you need. You need the knowledge and you need the sales skills to put together a deal. So real quick, Lou, negotiate a deal with me real fast.
Well, I'm not familiar with owner financing, so can you help me on that? Can we reverse it?
Are you serious or role play? See, I never know with Lou. He might be, this is sometimes when you say, what are the 3 most important words, Diamond Bear, in sales?
I don't know. That's all right.
Yes.
I don't know. Lou knows the answer to this. See, I think he's playing me right now. One of the gut strategies, it's a perfect pattern interrupt. Even though you know the answer, what is the best thing you could say to the prospect? I don't know. It's a good question. What did you have in mind? Help me out a little bit here. And then I might, you're like mind reading all of a sudden. I'll say, well, look, Lou, I was just thinking, if I could get $1,500 a month, interest only, 6% interest only for 3 years and with a balloon, I could live with that.
Oh.
$500,000 house for $1,500 a month. What's going? Are you getting the neon sign that says you won the lottery? Bing, bing, bing.
Yes.
All of a sudden, right?
I'm trying to withhold my excitement.
Yes. What happens if you? What happens when you're negotiating if you act too excited? What happens? What's going on in the prospects? Anybody here?
I could have did better. It scares them away.
Why, Val? Go deep here.
They feel like they could have gotten even more.
Say that again. That was brilliant.
I think that's what I do. They think they could have gotten an even better deal.
Yeah. I once, when I was a kid, I got my first new car and I said, okay, to the salesman, and he got all excited. And you could see he was jumping up and down. He was sweating. His heart was beating and everything. And then I said to myself, whoa, I'm paying too much for this deal. I said, you know what? I better talk to my dad before I do this. Let me think about it. Instantly, that came in my head. Why? Because I thought I made a bad deal because he was way too excited.
No.
Yeah. And I really wanted that 1974 explode on rear impact Ford Pinto. I really bought one too. It was horrible. It was a step up from my Corvair.
Oh, Lord.
If you guys know anything about cars, I just described 2 very not good cars. Absolutely.
And
So
you live to tell about it.
I'm sorry?
And you live to tell about it.
I can make fun of myself. You know what? Nobody's perfect. I have done more stupid things than any man alive, but I usually don't repeat them and I learn from them. And you get to a point, if you learn through your life mistakes and they're not devastating, you can move up the ladder a little bit, can't you? Hello, good morning, good afternoon, Jessica Stokes.
Good evening.
Good evening. You must be in Europe.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Well, good.
I'm glad I could catch the end of your meeting. What's that?
There you go. Which country?
Right. I'm in Serbia right now.
Serbia.
Oh, great.
It's
Belgrade. Yeah.
You guys know the game Where's Waldo? The picture. No. We're always playing Where's Jessica? She's always He's a worldwide
I'm
traveler.
lost. I'm everywhere and nowhere, it seems.
What was the other one? Where's Carmen San Diego? Does anyone remember that?
No.
I think they even made that in a cartoon. Jessica, you have to come over to my new Zoom group, by the way.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
because we got rid of Skype. So you're gonna have to load up the Zoom application on your phone.
Okay.
Log in, and then you'll see my invitation. And if you don't get it, I'll send it. I'll resend
Okay.
it to you. Just let me know.
Okay.
'Cause
Sounds
I want to
good.
get everybody over.
Okay. Perfect.
It's much
I'll
more.
do that.
Zoom is much more secure than Skype.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
were too many strange ladies in third world countries inviting me out for dinner on Skype. It's too many strange things going on there. Very strange. Did you guys get? Is it just me, or did you guys get strange emails too from Skype? I was always getting really
I
weird
get them
stuff.
from Facebook, weird stuff.
Facebook is worse, Val.
And I just ignore them. I block them.
No, but you know what? Gosh, they're so annoying.
Yeah.
You know, Facebook is worse. You're right. That's why we didn't go to a Facebook group or page. Because the security is atrocious on some of these social media.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Lou's doing a deal. Wait a second. Okay, so Lou, 3 years, 1,500 a month, owner finance. You got the contract. You got the deal. You put 5,000 down, 1,500 a month. Owner finance. What are you going to do with this property next, Mr. Quinnell?
I'm going to take it to the market, or market out to investors.
No, you're going to take it to Jessica, because why are we in business?
Oh,
Make money today.
She's so
there you
smart.
go.
Okay, go ahead. Sell it to Jessica before we leave today. We're going to leave a little early today. I want you to, you just got this deal under contract. Jessica is your rich investor lady, and
Oh.
you have a whole list of people, and you're calling her first.
Oh boy.
Ring, ring.
I haven't practiced one. Ring, ring.
Hello. It's
Hi,
Jessica.
Jessica. It's Lou.
Hey, Lou. How are you?
Hey, good, good. How would you like to make some money today?
I would love to make some money today. That would
Was
be
that a
it.
pattern interrupt?
a
Sorry,
great day.
was that a brilliant pattern interrupt? Lou, you're
It
doing
was.
great today, man.
It was good. I liked it.
What? Yeah. Do you think
Yeah.
you think he has Jessica's attention? Wouldn't
Definitely.
you love someone to call you up today and say, "Would you like to make a lot of money today?" It's not the worst thing you can
Who's
say.
going to
a
say no,
stranger.
right? Who's
Yeah,
going to
who's
say
gonna
no to
say
that
no?
question? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
Well,
Finish up.
it depends. I mean, sometimes, what do you got? No. No. All right. What do you mean? Hey, Jessica, I just got this deal. You know, it's I don't even know how to do this, Claude.
Well, in your mind, off the role play,
Yeah.
you've got something. It's about 25,000 under market, but what's the real value of the negotiation we did before? What's the real value? To
Under
Jessica?
finance.
It's one word, leverage. You can sell her a nice home in a nice neighborhood without going to the bank, without 20% down. 20% of a $500,000 property is $100,000. You only put down 5,000. You have under market, you're paying $1,500 a month interest only in a $3,500 neighborhood.
Mhm.
Have you created, this is important, this is your takeaway moment. Have you created something of value? Maybe you don't have that great, like the guru say, you got to get it 20, 30% under market, which is BS a lot of times. Okay. But what have you created in terms?
Yeah.
Lou, what about taking it, advertising, bad credit? Because you got a lot of business owners that have cash flow and that have money sitting on the sideline that can, over leverage, because as business owners, they have these loans, but they now this would be for somebody with bad credit. They would maybe come in and put a larger down payment than he could maybe get just flipping it or signing it.
What about, instead of saying bad credit, which might some people, I don't want to call them up
Correct.
and let them think I have bad credit. I've just got a little challenge right now.
Credit
about you?
challenge, yes.
Yes, you see, that's one of those
Mm.
new words. I'm slightly challenged. No, you're broke.
Well, or if they have a cash business, they haven't been able to build their credit, but they have like a laundry facility or they have a restaurant where they're dealing a lot of cash. So they're maybe making good money, but they don't have
A lot
good
of
income.
people, a lot of
Well,
people like that. Exactly. You're
yeah.
1000% correct. What about if we put in an ad that said, no qualifying owner finance?
Yes.
Phone ring off the hook.
Wow.
Mhm.
By the way, all those people who call you up, what do you do with all those people who call you up?
Ask them how much money they have to invest.
To
Hold
you
them
say-
back.
to put down.
And you just built up your database, right? Now you have a huge database with names, phone numbers, how much they have to invest, what they're looking for, when they want it, how do they make decisions? Can you qualify and put them in your database? So when you get a deal today, you can't afford the deal, you don't want the deal, it's not your kind of property, but you locked it up, or you're doing what we call a cooperative, a lease purchase or something like that. Can you remarket that deal to another person while staying a principal in the contract?
Yes.
So Lou, how much you want to make on this deal? Let's talk about that. What do you think it would?
Oh,
What do you think it'd be worth to Jessica? How much would you like to make on a Wednesday afternoon?
As much as possible.
$30,000.
How much?
Mhm.
$30,000 on Wednesday
30,000.
afternoon.
30,000. Jessica's a shrewd investor, and she might negotiate a better deal from you. But you want this. When do you want this money? Today? 5 weeks from today? So if you come down in your price, how should you negotiate? When do you want to get paid out of escrow?
Today. You talking to me or talking to Jessica?
Yeah, talking to you, Lou. So
Oh,
this is
okay.
a prelude to your negotiation. You want 30, and you're going to say, Jessica, here's a property, no bank, no 200,000 down, and I'm looking for $30,000. And now you're you're in the negotiation. But I want you to close her in the next 90 seconds, 180
Okay.
seconds. I'll be generous.
All right.
Mhm.
So Jessica, I have this deal. It's going to be, it's a $500,000 property. Yeah, I just picked it up. It's yours for $30,000. I don't know how to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that right? I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm trying.
Oh, so you're going to use a little bit of psychology here. You might say, you know what, you're the first investor I called. I've got a list of 25 people. To be honest with you, I want to sell it today. I need some cash today. My daughter's taking clarinet lessons or going to dental college or something. Okay. When do we want to
Okay.
get paid?
Today.
I love to get paid today.
Yeah.
Or some part of it today, maybe half today or something. What happens when you get partially paid? Do you think you have a commitment?
Yes.
You got some skin in the game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay? So go ahead. You go ahead. You got another 130 seconds left.
Gosh, this is.
Well,
it's
I'm
only
really,
because I
I'm really
understand how to do this.
interested. I'm really
Yeah.
interested. What would your bottom price be that you'd take if I could perform
This is
today?
what I got. This is what I have, Jessica. I mean, I've got I've got it locked up right now, $1,500 a month. I'm just getting rid of this, right? $1,500 a month. It's a owner finance. It's an owner finance. It's going for 3 years.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, it's yours for 35 grand today.
How much is she going to make? Hit her up emotionally. Jessica, you'll make a fortune on this because the rent is really 3,500. Plus it'll appreciate.
Yeah.
Entice her, make her
Oh.
emotional. Is money emotional? You better believe it.
Yeah.
Yes. So okay. So the rents in the area, just so you know, Jessica, the $3,500 in the area. I have it locked up at 15. So you can probably do whatever you want with that. Property is worth probably 700,000. Okay, I got locked up for 500. All I want is $30,000, $35,000 to take this off my hands today.
Okay. Wow, wow.
Is that what we could do today, or
You do
or
30?
not?
Did you do 30? If I gave you commitment today?
Gosh, supposing I said, yeah, I could do 30, what would happen?
We'd get the contract sent over right now. We'd get it locked down. Oh, I'm
Did it-
really interested.
So you have 30 today, and you could do
Yep,
it today, right?
I'm liquid. I could do it right now, right here. Yep. If you give me that great deal, I think it's a really good property and, yeah,
Awesome.
I'm going for it.
Awesome. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and send me your. I'll send you my information. You can send me your information, and
Okay.
then we'll just close the deal
Okay,
right now.
sounds good. Doesn't have to be hard, right?
Doesn't have to be hard. How are you getting paid, Lou? By the way, now that the phone call role play is over, how and when are you getting paid? How's the money being transferred to you? And is she sending it to you today? I didn't quite hear that part. Did anyone else?
Well, so
Back in the
All right,
role
so
play, just to clean it up. You did great. You did great.
Yeah,
But this is why we
yeah.
call it Role Play Wednesday. The more we practice, this is how we learn. These are the things we
Sure.
need to think. It's hard to think about all this stuff. You're in the middle of a negotiation. It's real serious. You're talking about a lot of money. Do we get a little nervous or self-conscious? I do.
Yeah,
And the only
Sure.
way to do, oh, wait, I remember Claude talked about this. I need to talk about the money and how I'm going to get the money and what means she's going to use and everything. You did
Yeah.
qualify her. She did say she has the money. I
Yeah.
just didn't hear
Right.
the specific payment. Back in the role play, Jessica and me. Jessica, I'm so glad we're doing business. You're going to make a fortune. You're going to make it. What you're paying back to me, you're going to get that back and more just in the first year. And there's an equity in the property already, and it's a great neighborhood. It'll probably double in value over the next couple of years. The 30,000, did you want to do that on a credit card or a wire transfer today? What would be comfortable for you, ma'am?
yeah. I'll send you my proof of funds and we can set up a wire, get it right over to you.
Okay, and
Right
you could send that at what, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock?
Yeah, 3 p.m. today. Well, I think wire cutoff is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'll have it to you over by then.
Okay, oh, you're wonderful. I love doing business with you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
I love your get it done kind of attitude, you know?
That's the
Be
way, and
difficult.
I'm really good at finding deals, and I'm sure we'll do many other deals in the
Yeah.
future. And
Absolutely.
we came to this decision very fast. And are you comfortable? I don't want you to get off the phone and start worrying or anything. You sound to me like a serious business person. Are you
Yeah, I've
comfortable with
done
this?
a few deals now, so I'm, kind of used to it and I know what I'm looking for. And when I see it, I just launch right in there and,
I love doing
lion.
business with you. You're old school.
Lioness.
You're old school. You know how to make commitments and keep them. I love doing
Definitely.
business with. Boom.
Yeah.
What did I just do? That's called
Yeah.
schmoozing in New York City.
Yes.
Okay. What am I doing? Was that the super stroke or nurturing?
Yeah, definitely.
Why is that so important at the end of the deal? Most people, what do they do when they get a deal and they get excited and everything? Oh, she's going to send me money. And they go click. What can happen?
Cold feet.
Yeah.
Cold feet? Can she change her mind? Oh, why did I say that? Oh, I could have got a better deal. Oh, maybe I should have spoke to my fiance or Snow White or somebody.
Yeah.
Seven
Dwarfs.
Hello, Lou. Lou, I hate to do this to you, but I changed my mind. Okay. Lou told his wife. Lou put a down payment on a new Cadillac. Lou spent that money mentally in his head, didn't he?
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Okay, I have to go. Was this fun? Did we learn
Yeah.
anything today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lou, I put
Thanks
you on the
so
hot
much.
seat, but you did great. I'm sorry, Val.
Thank you. That was
You're
wonderful.
welcome.
That was awesome. Thank you,
And show
Clark.
us your pretty face next time, Valerie. Come on, I especially comb my hair for you.
That was
Um,
awesome, Claude. Thank you.
You're welcome. Remember the takeaway from today. People love to engage, but they will not initiate the conversation. If you want to make a lot of money in real estate or anything else in sales, you have to initiate the conversation, even if you face possible embarrassment of rejection. But most people, when you go to them, oh, I love your dog. What a beautiful child. Oh, your house is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. How long have you must have put a lot of work into your garden. When you speak to people the right way, how hard is it to engage them?
Easy.
It's easy.
Easy.
And when you engage people, the forces of the universe are in your favor to make money, get a commitment, or at least have a pleasant conversation without the rejection that everybody else gets. Is this important?
Claude, can I ask you a question?
Real quick, I'm late. I gotta leave.
Okay, that's fine. Next time. I was just
Okay.
gonna, next time, not a problem.
Either that or send me a text and I'll be glad to answer. I gotta go, everybody. A lot of fun doing this with you. Thank you for joining me in North Carolina.
Over and out.
See y'all later.
See
Okay.
y'all later.
Bye, everyone.
Same.
Kerry Kennedy, you're an hour late. Kerry, I just signed off. Kerry, I just signed off. You're an hour late.
Okay.
I just got done. I'm so sorry. Listen, I'll be back in 2 hours if you want to call me, if you want to talk on Zoom.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
sorry, man. I just got off. I just clocked off with everybody.
No, why don't you redo it? I'm
Man,
kidding.
it's a lot. There's sweat on my brow, man. This is work. I just make it look easy.
Okay.
I'll talk to you